Welcome back, gamers. My name is Ricardo.
I'm Diana.
I'm Pedro.
My name is Paul, and
We play
games.
games. Today, making new board gamers, we're going to be playing Mysterium. Earlier on today, when I asked people around what they wanted to play, they say they wanted murder and mystery. So Mysterium is the game for everybody. Mysterium, you guys are... Oh, by the way, welcome back, Diana. You're back after, what, like 4 or 5 months?
Something like that.
Well, but Mysterium here, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the game. It's a co-op game. We're going to be playing together to solve a mystery. The mystery of my murder. So the thing is that you guys are paranormal investigators that were summoned to this mansion where a murder happened 30 years ago. And I am the ghost of the butler who got killed in the party at this mansion. However, my soul has been living in limbo for like 30 years, so I kind of forgot what happened. So it is your job to discover who killed me, where, and what weapon did they use.
Cool.
So this is a very similar game to Clue, but it's a Clue mixed with Dixit, which is
It's like Clue on steroids.
Exactly. It's more fun, I think. I think you guys will love it. So let's go down to the table and I'll show you how to play. Okay, as you guys could see, I have the game already set up for 4 players, but let me tell you how I went about that. To set up the game, first you need to take a look at this chart that's in the game rules. It's basically the difficulty that you want to play and the number of players. As you can see at the very top, we have the number of players. That includes the player who's going to be the ghost. So right now we're playing with 4 players on easy mode. So we're going to have 5 location cards, 5 character cards, and 5 object cards. So let me show you that on the table. So on the table, what we have here is first at the bottom, 5 character cards, 5 location cards, and 5 object cards. These cards came from the respective decks, which are for the psychic decks. The psychic cards are the larger cards that come with this black, brownish, orangish background. And for the object cards, which are smaller, it's also the same type of color background. These are the psychic cards. The ghost player gets the same exact card, but with a blue background. The reason why this is important is because the blue background cards are especially made in this size to fit behind the cover, which I'll show you in a second. But it's important for you to realize that there's numbers, or if you have any of the expansions, there's the expansion number and letters on each one of these cards. When you are setting up the game, after you selected 5 of each, in my case, you will see that each one of these has a number on the background, on the back, and then I selected those same cards in my deck as the ghost player. So when I have those cards, these 5, and these 5, I go behind my screen here and I do something different for the setup for the ghost. But before I go there, let me finish telling you about the setup for the psychics. The psychics end up having their envelope, which is important for the phase 2 of the game, where they'll be voting for the story that they think is the fitting story for my murder. So they get the envelope, they get these clairvoyance tokens, which have check marks or X's, and on the back they have some numbers to be able to vote at the end of the story, or the end of the game on phase 2, and they'll get their piece. Starting the game, they start right here. They first are going to be guessing the character. Once they guess the character correctly, they'll move on to guessing the location, and lastly they'll guess the object. They also have this marker on this tracker, which I'll explain to you in a second for the rules, but it's set up on the space number 0. So that's the setup for the psychics. Let me go behind the screen here. Oh, one last thing is over here, the timer. The timer is basically the turn marker. We're going to be playing for 7 turns. We start at 1 in the morning, finish up at 7 in the morning, and we need the sand timer here for each turn. So that's the psychic setup. Let's go behind the screen here, and I'll show you the ghost setup. Okay, so if you are playing as the ghost, you have the screen here, and these have these little pockets where you be putting the cards. Once again, the cards for the ghosts are much smaller, but they're exactly the same cards as the guys are seeing over there who are playing the psychic investigators. However, what you're gonna do, I selected 5 right here, already put them into the buckets, but basically you just shuffle them and you start placing them on the characters that are playing. Right now, since we're using just this particular character, drawing the blank right now on their names, but we're using the Madame that goes here and the 2 other guys that go here. I just place for story number 1, I place those cards there, place these cards here on story number 3, and place these cards in story number 4. Once again, this was just shuffle and place accordingly. Characters go on top, that's why they have the character symbol. Location goes down below, so location symbol is that, and object symbol is that one right there, and then you put that. These are the stories that your investigators are trying to find. You, as the ghost player, will be trying to tell them through your clue cards, which are these ones, the big cards with the blue and the mansion logo in the background, which kind of look like this. You're gonna want to tell them with these clues, point them in the right direction so they guess the character first, the location second, and the object last. So let me go to the other side of the table and tell you a little more about the actual rules of the game. One thing I forgot to mention on the psychic setup is that these tokens right here are called the intuition markers, I believe. These are, I'm setting them up for them right now here, but they are not necessarily needed here. It's just for my first time playing with them, I want to have them here. But normally these go behind the ghost and they'll go here instead. They have a number on the back, and that's what the numbers are here for me voting, selecting a correct story at the end of the game, which I'll explain right now. But they'll go here instead. And what they do, this is already kind of part of the rules, but as the ghost, once you are passing clues so that you don't forget whether you gave somebody a clue or not, you move this closer to the edge of the screen so that you know that you already gave this person clues. When you are playing with more people, this is, I could see the need for this more often. But right now, since I play this quite a lot, and I'm playing with them for the first time, and it's only 3 of them, I'm gonna just put them over there so that they have the number for their story already, and I'll explain to them why they need a number, and hopefully that makes it a little more understandable for them that there's only one correct story at the end of the game. But I'm talking a little more about the actual gameplay of the rules right now, so let me go to the other side and explain that. Okay, so once again, the gameplay takes place in 2 phases. The first phase is the reconstruction of the events. As the ghost player, you are trying to tell the psychic investigators things that you remember that happened that night. On phase 2 is when you actually put the facts together and figure out that out of the 3 different stories that you remember, or the 3 different people that you remember, one person is the actual murderer. So if you are the ghost player, at this point you draw 7 vision cards from the deck, and from those vision cards you look at them, and anything that could guide your psychic investigators to guess for one of the 5 different characters, it's a card that you want to give to that person. So once again, each character, each player has a different story behind the screen, right? So each one is going to be guessing a different character. So you, as the ghost player, want to give those cards to that player. So for example, in this case, I don't know, maybe I'll look at this and figure out that he might look like this guy slightly because of the hat, the slim figure. Perhaps I see some greens in it and some yellowish, and then he's wearing a little bit of green and yellow in that card. Anything that you think will guide them towards that card or that character first, it's a good point. For example, here I see yellow and green. There's yellow and green there. Perhaps maybe this one. And so I don't know. Maybe in my head, these three cards kind of fit this character. So I'll pass this to this person because maybe this character, this player has this character as their choice. And then at this point, because I passed three cards, I'll draw back up to 7. And you continue doing this into every card. Every psychic has to have at least one card. So let's say we do that. Every time you give cards out, you keep drawing back up to 7. But once every psychic investigator has at least one card, the timer will flip. This is, I believe, 2-minute timer. You've turned that over. Everybody turns their cards around, and they're able to talk between themselves and try to figure out together whose character I'm trying to persuade them to guess towards to. So at that point, they have this time to talk between themselves and vote or guess for the character first. So let's say right now that they were to vote here, and I don't know, something like that. They also have these clairvoyance tokens, right? They have the numbers and the check marks and the X's on the back. These are for them to vote on the other psychic guesses. So for example, she voted believing that this is her character. But here, Pedro might think, I think you are wrong. I think you are not that person. I think you are this person. But, well, maybe not him because he voted for that person. But anyways, he just thinks this is a wrong vote. But perhaps Paul over here thinks she is correct. So everybody votes except for yourself. You cannot vote for yourself. Everybody votes for each other, right? So on and so forth. So once everybody votes, or the timer runs out, at that point the ghost starts giving the information whether they were correct or wrong. I am gonna be talking in this game, so I'm not gonna give information out by speaking, but normally you don't speak at all. And you could do something like knocking. So you could knock once for yes or 2 for no. So starting with Diana here, for example, let's say she was correct. So I will vote 1 for yes, as she is correct. So she will move up forward or up to the next part, which is the location area. She would pick this up, remove those clue cards. We could put this on the discard pile. And now we know this is the character in her story, right? Every player has a story. However, these two people voted. Pedro voted believing that she was going to be wrong. So he does not get a point over there, or he does not move up in the tracker, it's not a point. But Paul correctly guessed that she was correct. So he will move up once. And I'll explain why that's important, but that's for phase 2. Now, however, let's say over here that Pedro voted for this character and he's actually wrong. So I'll go twice. He is wrong. And Diana knew that he was wrong. So Diana voted correctly on this. So she will move up 1. So these votes are for voting yes or no. But the correct, you will move up in the tracker if you were correct on your vote. Whether that was a correct vote or a wrong vote. But they'll keep moving. Every person that votes correctly on their character and they guess it, so let's say that he moved up, she will move up once again. You give that card to them, you remove their the clue cards or vision cards. But anyone who didn't guess correctly on their character, oh, by the way, these tokens go over here. You put them here for now. But anyone who didn't vote correctly keeps the clue tokens and are added to the next round, because I'll be giving more clue tokens for this person to vote on the character until they are able to start voting for location. So at this point we are done with the first round. We'll move up to the second round, and the same thing will keep happening. over and over until we all reach the top of the mansion. However, one thing I want to point out is that these tokens that you have, you only have 3 correct check marks and 3 X's for the boats. You are gonna get them back on the 4th turn. So you want to keep voting as much as you can. At 4 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna get those tokens back, and you're gonna continue to vote into 7 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's gonna keep guessing. The game will trigger. It will be an game end if at least one person doesn't reach the top. So if at least one person doesn't guess their story correctly, we cannot trigger phase 2. But let's say that everybody achieves reaching the top of the mansion, and at that point the game changes slightly. Now every character has a story with a person, with a location, and with an item. Every character is going to have that in front of them, and as they have it, that's why I'm explaining that to them. For this game that I'm playing with them, I'm just going to have this here, so they'll put their story number 4 is that, their story number 3 is this, and story number 1 is this. So we're gonna, since I'm recording and I'm playing with them for the first time, I want this to be a little more, I think this will be easier for them to understand. But anyways, those are the 3 stories that I'm gonna be choosing from to pass my last vision of what happened that night. So once you reach this level of the game, everybody had moved up here. So let's say maybe they move up like that, and maybe like that. At that point, one thing I forgot to mention, we are playing these crows, these ravens are part of the ghost player setup. Depending on that, once again, on the chart that I showed you earlier, this one right here. So we are using, I can use that once per turn. What that means that every time I use one of these, I am able to discard my whole hand or X number of cards from my hand and draw that many back. However, for my game, for my purposes, I played this before and I feel like I could probably do okay with my hand. I'm only gonna have 3, and I'm only gonna use 3. So I'm changing that a little bit on my rules of the game, on how I'm playing that, but I'm explaining this to you guys as it's supposed to be played. I could do this once per turn. I'm gonna limit myself to 3 ravens or crows. They're gonna be there. So once again, phase 2 is here. Now what I'll do is I'll draw 7 cards, and then from those 7 cards, this is the most challenging part for the ghosts, I think. From those 7 cards, I cannot longer get rid of any cards or draw new ones or whatever, but from these 7 cards, I'm gonna have to be able to fit 3 cards where one card would be the person, one card will be the location, and one card will be the object of a single story. So it's not mix and match, it's not here and here and here. No, I need to be able to fit one card into one of these stories for each one of these things, the best thing that I could get. So for example, perhaps I see bones right here, and I see this like death type of scenario going on there. So I might be a little inclined to start looking at this a little more. I also see some green here that also kind of helps me maybe with this. I don't know, there's some birds here, so maybe I could also look at that. There's birds here for the location. There's a statue, that's definitely a statue, that also could help. This is a teacher sort of person. Maybe this could help me a little bit with that. Maybe this will be a better fit right now if I look at it. Maybe this, there's ink and a feather pen. That could kind of be that. Perhaps this is the statue for the object, and for place, I could go with maybe location. Maybe I could go with this because this is a bird. So perhaps I chosen these 3 cards for phase 2 of the game, and I'm choosing story number 3. So this obviously I have them in my hand. I'm behind that screen. This I'll just shuffle around, I'm not talking to this character, to these players. I'm not saying anything to them. At this point, they get their clairvoyance tokens back. The only reason why is because they have numbers on the back. They all need the numbers for the stories that are available. So story number 1, story number 3, and story number 4. They're gonna be able to, for example, in this case, blue player only didn't even get to the fifth tracker, which they are able to see 2 cards. So they're only going to be able to see 1 card. So everybody's going to look at 1 card, and based on that card, they're going to have to try to figure out where would that card fit in any of the stories. There's 9 possible things that could fit in this particular scenario. So based on that card, this person right here, blue player, will have to cast their vote and put into their envelope here. And this is a secret vote, and just put it on the side. Now, the rules, you are not supposed to speak with each other at this point. There's no longer communication between anyone. However, I am breaking that rule on my game for the first time with them. So I'm going to let them speak at this point, but their vote is still secret. So they cannot say what they're voting for. They could talk about it, but then their vote is still secret. So this person only gets to see 1 card because that's just how far they got on the track. However, this person, the purple one, got to number 6, and after number 5, they could see 2 cards before they vote. So 2 cards, so they'll be able to see that. Once again, they could talk it over, figure out what they think it is, and then this person will vote. This person will vote. And lastly, this person reached past 7, so they'll be able to see all 3 cards. So they see all 3 cards, and now they cast their vote. Once their votes are casted, we draw the votes from the envelopes. Majority of the votes is the one that's chosen by the majority of the psychic players. If that matches the story that I selected, which was, by the way, I didn't show that I selected, but I selected a story from back there. I put it here before I start showing the cards, but there's these tokens that you have back there, and you just put it there. And at that point, we see who the majority voted for, we show the votes, and then we reveal the story. And at that point, if the majority voted for the story that you selected, you all win, and you let the soul of the ghost rest in peace. If not, then he continues to haunt this mansion forever. So I think we are ready to start playing. I'll set up everything again as I had it for these guys, because I already had a story selected back here before they get here. So I'll go back to that, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, we're ready to start playing. We already set up the game. I passed the characters around, but let me tell you about your character, Diana. You are Jesselyn Smith. You're the card reader, the tarot reading person. For Pedro, you have Alphonse de Beaucourt. It's French, I can't say it. You're about numbers. Numerology is your thing that you do. And you are Conrad McDowell. Your thing is the crystal glazing. You have your crystal ball, and you glaze through the ball and find out all this information. So I explained the game to everybody. We're gonna start playing. The game does come with this. Well, it doesn't come, but this is I don't even remember how I got this, but it's part of the game. Is for the player who plays the ghost not to give any expressions about what I'm listening to you guys. So I'm not gonna try to use it, but because we are recording and I'm kind of doing this and teaching them at the same time, it's gonna be really hard for me not to speak at all because I'm not supposed to. But I'm gonna try to keep a straight face under this mask and try to use it, okay? So here we go.
I just like it.
I'm struggling
So
with
who do you guys think it is?
memory.
Who did it? This guy is super suspicious. He has
I
the
think-
perfect
So many
weapon.
people have been killed.
The old lady.
Mhm.
Paul. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's a
All
lot
right.
of cards.
So put them there. You're just gonna have this timer to reveal your cards and go over them.
People down.
Too hot under here.
Mm. Mm. I think mine is this one.
Mm-hmm. There's also a lot.
Mm.
And it's got the chest too.
Yeah, but she drinks a lot.
Good point.
I have no idea what mine would mean.
Mm.
And fish. What? I mean, there's kind of. That's the key. Maybe like this one?
Too hot.
Why?
She has key things over there. And a
I
sword.
mean, is this supposed to be like a key? Get it?
What's your time?
Don't forget, there's a timer.
How about you?
I don't know that this is anything because he was saying 7 is not a good thing. Once he was struggling, he took a crow out to
He did?
try
Oh,
it.
he
did.
did.
So I'm just gonna guess one of the people that y'all don't think is.
Wait,
y'all.
isn't this guy? This guy?
All right, figure out one now that you think you are and put it there,
Same
just so we
one.
have a guess because we're running out of time.
Okay, I'm gonna. It's only, I guess, more
Take
final.
that one. Who do you think you are?
Final.
I'm gonna go with this guy.
Okay, put your thing there.
It's out of time.
So hold on, so we can.
Do y'all think anything is right or correct? Maybe. Probably not me.
Who did that? You?
Me.
That was fast.
I was watching the time. It's about up. Go.
No, I don't think it's.
Okay, you guys are out of time. That's it, done.
Oh my gosh, you guys rejected.
All right, let's now start turn 2.
Didn't have enough time.
Turn 2. All right. Diana.
No.
No.
So we
So
both get
both
to move.
move twice or once. I'm sorry.
So you're blue, and I am the gray. What color is that? Green?
Yeah, black.
Black. Okay.
Yeah. And those pass those to me.
So now I just continue guessing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's
All
not
right.
that
Okay,
many.
pass for you. Pedro. Correct.
Sweet.
So I go.
So you move up.
And I go one.
Black goes up 1. No, give me that. All right, and Pedro, pick that card up, please. That's you right there.
That's you.
And pass me your clues. You don't need those anymore.
I guess I'll keep them right here.
Okay, and lastly,
So is mine wrong?
yeah, yours is wrong. Move
Read all
back.
those clues. Let me go back.
Okay, so not that one. Process of elimination.
So, okay.
All right. So keep examining your cards for now. Pedro, you will be receiving clues for the next level up now.
Okay. There's not technically a knife, but there's no sword.
That's not the second one. And that's one for you, but that's
For the good
neither.
of nature.
So there's earth. There's also a
Gianna?
chest.
There's a chest.
Can I open them now? No.
No, wait.
What's this guy not supposed to be? Is he like a miner? No, right?
No, like a welder. This thing.
This is the sword he's trying to make like a hunter, but it's gonna.
You know? Oh, you just got these?
Mhm.
Okay. I guess we'll see the other clues.
Yeah.
I think I'm going with this, but
What is all this stuff about?
Like maps, and it's just like an architect. You see, they
Yeah.
have like names and measuring things. Or maybe because it's land. I don't know.
land,
Like a
this sort of thing?
surveyor.
Like maybe
Mm.
land sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Texture?
Yeah. So I guess one of those two. Thinking, but we'll see any other clues. Cannot be this lady anymore, right?
No.
So.
Yeah, I have no idea about me. I don't think we have a lot of clues. We should know what it's not.
Pedro?
Just the one, oh my goodness. Okay.
Yours are good.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
that's like.
Alright. Let's go on.
Ready?
Ready? And go.
Ooh.
Okay. And
Just-
this one.
Cage. Oh, there's a suit.
Yeah, I think I'm this one.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Mhm.
And you think you're.
Okay, now you move
I'm
on.
going with. I think it's just birds. That's the only thing I can.
Okay, but what
think
else
of.
you see here? Like the sky.
There's portraits.
There's a window. Oh no, okay, it's a
Picture?
Is there portraits in it? I think it's portraits here, but do any of them make any sense? Yeah, I'm just going with the birds. That's the only thing I can go with. You.
But I picked this one because of the birds. There's a lot of animals here, so and he's a hunter.
Okay. It works.
Help me with this one. I was kind of going
What do
back
you
and forth between this and this. It's like a painting. Like flowers, there's paintbrushes,
But she doesn't
there's
have
woods.
like she has more paints that she does. You see?
It felt more like artistic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
You
go
guys are almost out of time.
They're all in or all out?
Oh, yeah.
Did you want to make any guesses for right or wrong and like Playtrough?
What do you think? I'm wrong?
Oh no, I can only do one right. I guess when you.
You can do one per person.
One per person.
Oh, per
except yours.
person. I don't have any more like these. Oh yes, I do. Okay.
It's going out. Ooh, that's what I really think it is. But I only had one. He's right.
Next turn.
Come on, there's 3. Oh, it slipped,
Alright.
it slipped at 4.
What's one
Like the
for?
note that, yeah. So,
Alright, so let's see. Starting with Diana. Diana. Correct.
so
So we both move, and she moves, right?
Yes.
I'm moving
So
you
all
to
of us
3.
move.
I'm moving me to 2.
And I'm keeping this
Mhm.
guy.
And these guys are
Go
toast.
with you. Paul. Wrong.
Yeah.
What the heck?
So we're both wrong.
Now,
Shoot.
pass me these clues because you don't need them anymore.
I'm one of these 2. So for
Um,
Pedro,
But that one doesn't make it.
Pedro.
I've been struggling.
Pedro in place.
No.
Dang it.
Okay, so you go back here. I move 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. These are done.
And I'm still on 0.
I'm on 0.
But you have some
Oh,
prizes.
I'm
out
winning
there.
here, but not here.
Okay, if it's not this one, it's gotta be this one because of the portraits. That's what I like, right?
Okay, let's just see.
There's
This
nothing
is like
else.
What is this in the background? What are these
it's just like a
things?
land, like a
Sky?
desert.
Like a
or
desert?
like let me see.
But there's no desert here.
No, I really thought it was that one, like the colors.
I just gone with the birds.
No,
that's
this
all.
is like a desert with.
Okay, Diana.
Oh, it's gotta be
Don't
this
click
one.
on here.
Gotta go with- I guess we'll see with the
Yeah.
next clues.
I'm leaning that way.
Mm.
Let me see yours very quick.
Mm-hmm. Need
I
help.
have no idea what.
But they have some plants here.
What is that black thing over there?
There's different flowers.
Like a flower,
Yeah,
like a
But it's
black
not like
flower.
the thing where you paint from.
All right, Paul.
This is pretty.
One more turn and we get more of these guys back.
All right, Pedro. All right, ready? Go.
Alright, face him down. We're gonna all look at him.
There's a lot of animals here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really die here.
Skeleton.
It's so hot.
Oh,
Wait, this one?
skeleton? This one?
Wait,
You were thinking it was that one.
How does
Yeah,
one,
because the portrait.
how does this one match though?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
there's green on the board.
This is a lot of. Okay, I know which one is me
You know.
because of the hue.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
It's got windows in that one picture. We have
Mhm.
nice windows.
Yeah, but it's too much of the same
Very
color.
fancy. Yeah. This is very
Yeah,
fancy.
yeah.
I
But
like
it's
it.
a house like this. Okay. You like
Yeah.
it? Approve? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see what about you?
I don't
That
know.
one?
I'm gonna go
Okay,
with that.
let's see.
There's portraits and then the colors, just like you said.
I think I really have a lot of confidence in yours.
And
I
there's
don't
a
have any
little skeleton here too.
yours.
Skeleton.
Oh, you have another one. I didn't see
Yeah,
that one.
you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so
I went with this guy because this really drew me into that hard.
yeah, to the stone.
And there's stones.
Okay.
I feel really good. So if you have a check mark, you probably want to.
And I can vote on you. Right?
Yeah, I think she's probably right. I just didn't X myself in
I
left.
don't have any right ones, so I guess we're good.
That's what it was.
Almost at a
Yeah, so I
time.
was like, if it's wrong, then I can get it.
Okay.
This is intense.
Yeah.
I know it's a
Fine.
lot of.
I need another break.
I love the details, you know.
Okay, you guys are done?
Yes.
think so.
There's a little time. Okay.
Okay, time to break.
Here we
We're
go.
getting good.
Diana.
Ooh,
Right.
Got it right?
Done. It's there.
Put that to Diana, please, and give me the please. Alright, let's see. Pedro, where's Pedro? Oh, Paul.
Get left behind.
Yeah.
They'll both move too.
Oh yes.
So it's a
I have one.
purple
Yes.
and then a blue. Nice. And I take this guy.
And pass me your clothes, please. You don't need to anymore.
Okay, what about you? That one is the weirdest one.
I think it's right.
Okay. This
Paul, I mean, Pedro is.
Yeah.
And I move one.
okay.
So I hit 5.
This one.
Does 5 mean
I'll
something?
take it.
Just, you're gonna see 2 cards at the end. You
Oh.
just keep moving up. If you want to keep. Okay, we could get rid of this for now because we don't need those anymore.
You get these back, right?
Yes.
Alright, guys. Good job. You
Alright,
got this.
and we're moving to the next.
to the people. Okay.
Alright, so wait.
So I'm still in a room, and y'all are looking for the object that was in the room. For y'all's room.
So who gets 2 cards now?
Me. Because I made it to here.
Okay.
So we're gonna move to 4 on the clock.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get to
Did I move
reset
it?
all of our guys. The
Yeah,
yes
we
and
need
no.
Yeah.
the things back.
Yeah. Alright.
I like that.
Purple. Purple.
Okay.
Getting stressed out with that clock.
Purple.
I used all of mine.
Oh, look at that.
So we don't get minus points for using the no ones.
No.
Nope.
We just lose them.
Be aggressive. Just go. You can change your answers.
But we do go down one when we're wrong.
No.
No.
Well, this doesn't go down at all. This, you just go back if you didn't get it
I
right.
feel like I've been going down for some reason.
No.
Why are you ahead of me?
Because I guess it always is. Oh, he's using a crow. Struggle. He's really trying to get me. So we still have 4 turns for me to fall.
You only have 3 options now. What could you let you?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. It's
Oh,
Reading it.
There we go.
take call. Yeah.
So we have there what?
This is the object that'll be in your room.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
your
but
story.
what is it?
This looks like a trap. Like a,
Chest,
like you'd step on it.
statue,
Pedro?
Okay.
clock, and a pen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not good.
Yeah. Well, how many did you get? 7?
Yeah.
Alright. Might as well keep it based down. Just guess. Let her guess.
Alright,
And then guess
there you
the
go.
thoughts.
Ready?
And put
Go.
Okay.
ooh. Apple. Thinking.
Where's my thing? Okay, who is that one? You?
This
Let me
is me.
see.
So it's these 2.
What are you thinking because of the trees?
It felt very like dreary, like this, and the apple has like spikes in it.
Yeah, it's
and-
more like outdoorsy. Okay, I'm going with you. Okay, let me see yours.
You had 7. What is yours?
This one.
Yeah,
I'm
that's all
already
you
going
have.
big.
It's
So
on
the
box.
trap,
Oh,
The tra-
that's
Wait,
probably right.
there's a trap?
I'm gonna guess.
that one.
Oh, because of I see. Okay. Sure. Let's go all in.
Okay, so what about you? What you
I
have?
got all 7 cards, so I'm thinking
It's
we
probably
Okay, put them
not.
all up.
I guess I can just guess, right?
Yeah, just guess.
So if you're going for that one, I should go for another one. So like this one.
But what you have here? What is leading you
Right.
to?
I mean, like,
No,
all 7
doesn't make
cards,
any
there's
sense.
No way.
So I'm gonna use an X on him because that's a wild guess.
Okay.
I can guess out of that. We can do it, you know.
Figure it out.
Wait, I still have time. Come on, let's use the brains.
Colors are definitely not
Engage
it.
those neurons.
Colors are super bright. Most
It's
of them.
purple. It's purple.
There's one purple.
Yeah.
That's a clue right there. One purple.
I was like, these are all 3 purple.
But if you choose that I'm wrong, then you might be able to advance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Does that work?
that's why I did an X on your.
If I'm guessing. I mean,
Whatever.
there
Okay.
you go.
Almost done. All in.
We're good.
Mhm.
Alright. Go ahead and move this now to the.
You guys ready for
We're
us?
starting with Diana.
Yay!
So you move
Alright.
up here,
Yep.
and blue moves
Blue
1.
You guys
and
use me.
I move 1. What's the face that we have?
Yeah.
And give her that.
That's your story.
Okay, let's
Give
do
me
this
that
to
clue, please. Oh, you have a clue.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
Pedro.
You're the hunter and you have the trap.
It would be funny if I guessed it and you guys are wrong.
Pedro.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, so I move
Purple
up.
moves 1,
Yay!
2, and then I move 1 to 7. So now I get 3 cards.
Okay, so it's not that one. Let's see.
And
So we still have to use that
Oh.
trash. No, you have to keep those.
yeah, just keep them.
Yeah.
Just put them in a pile like that.
Hmm.
Paul.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
What?
so I'm not
Oh!
this one. Nobody moves. Sorry, guys. So I'm one of these 2.
What the heck?
So keep discussing
So look at these
for
2.
yourself while I keep looking at cards.
Because I really can't figure this out at all.
So it's not the statue, maybe
I
a
mean,
pedestal
there's
that
food.
goes on
I mean,
the
this is like
statue.
a food storage place.
No, but it's,
But there's an
he's going
apple.
up. No, but he's
I'm
you're
here.
picking.
No,
Oh, this
he's
is you.
here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know you left me in the
And I mean, there's more food here. Oh, that might be it.
Apple
This
and
is
apple.
What are you seeing?
Yes,
in
food.
here?
Might
Like
be
the
food.
meat right here
Oh.
is
Like
a
a food
kitchen.
tree, I
I
guess.
didn't even pick up on that earlier.
Okay, let's go with that one.
I mean,
Okay.
what is
Wow.
It's like a room with
What is
door.
eating a crow?
this? It doesn't really make any sense,
Okay.
right?
Struggling. Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the food.
Alright.
Okay,
I'm ready.
here you go.
Wait, you guys are not voting yet.
Wait, we're not voting yet, right? Yeah, that's like, why are they
You guys are
voting?
just talking.
Let's get it over
We're ready to
with.
move on. We
I get
recognize our
confused for a moment,
mistakes.
but I went with the flow.
I started it.
Next time.
We're ready though, and
So
this,
now what
this
do I
doesn't
need
really
to do?
matter.
Okay, let's analyze my story, okay?
What about it?
I don't know, something pretty bad
I don't think
happened
you can
here.
analyze it much until I start getting clues
Paul?
from him. But you can check out the stuff in it. That makes sense.
She doesn't get any cards anymore. Right?
No, because I'm
So
the
this
winner.
color,
She doesn't.
this color matches. Whoops.
Oh, you get, oh.
Nobody saw that except the camera and
Pedro.
our users,
Pedro.
our viewers.
Okay, more like 10. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna. What the heck?
Alright,
man?
ready?
What
Yeah.
the heck's going on?
Go.
okay, go.
Okay.
Let me check you.
What turn is you? Oh, you got 7 again?
I got 7 again.
Okay, open it.
Which one is
This
you?
is his, right?
Oh,
No,
you-
I'm
you were
nobody.
ready.
I'm
So you
nobody.
open this?
Yeah.
What happened?
I went with the
Yeah,
colors.
right now you just help them.
Yeah.
I guess.
And there's
So.
like cherry or something there.
Another apple, another
Okay.
fruit.
Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I mean, I got 7
So-
cards again, so.
So
how
guess
do
on
you-
something, but not
Just
the
not that
And
one,
he
yeah.
just lost
So
a
you have
crop.
3. You have-
Did that just happen?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even. I'm
Yeah,
not even
and
gonna
he has no
bother.
more crows, so
So.
Let's go with the statue.
Okay.
that's you. All right.
And I can tell you you're wrong.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to do. The odds are against you.
You guys
I
are
mean,
all
by
in?
process of
Yes.
elimination, we should
Alright.
figure it out, right?
Next turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and how we call.
Yes.
Yay!
So blue moves
Okay.
1, and purple. Blue is on 2 cards.
And
Purple
purple.
is 3.
And
Okay.
give me
Let's
this.
do
We
go
don't need
away.
All right.
And
Alright.
let's go.
We got what? Pedro? Pedro left.
Ooh. But we
Okay, so we
purple
move up.
moves 1 and black moves 1.
Wait, why do you?
Wait, I moved to 5, no?
You. Oh, because you. Okay.
I was on 3 or I was in 4?
You were on 3, I moved
Okay.
you to 4.
Okay.
And I was on 7.
So
I moved
I'm
myself
5
to
now. You
8.
get 2 cards.
Yeah. You have all nose?
I don't have any. Yeah. Wait, what's down there?
It's a
You
negative.
need this.
Okay, call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many more turns do we have? Just one more? Or 2 more?
This one and one more, right? We've got a 50-50 shot now
Yeah.
on yours. So
Yeah.
you'll make it. Me? Oh man.
Well,
It could be
you cannot be the one
the
I'll
clock
make,
or
so
chess.
at least you'll have a better shot next time.
Yeah.
So you have 75%
so if I miss this one,
chance.
I'll have a 50% chance next turn.
Call.
The problem is I have
Pedro,
no clues
sorry.
either, so. Okay, I mean, it should be
Pedro,
easy
don't
because
look
he only gave me 1. So,
So this is it.
you have
So
this is
you
the
don't
one
have the
from
statue
No,
or
this
the
is
painting.
earlier?
No, he
Alright,
just gave me
ready?
this.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go.
We still have this turn and one more turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
There you go.
Ooh,
What
space
is
fruits?
that?
This time? Space?
Okay, let's use
Only 1.
What is that?
I think I'm
A
missing.
train?
I'm just guessing.
What?
I don't know. It feels like time and space.
No, you cooking on the
I'm
train.
cooking. What am I cooking?
Like the yeah, it's food.
I don't cook those kind of food. I don't cook
Well,
fruit.
but he's creepy. He's a ghost.
He's a ghost? Oh man. What about
Or
you?
what about you?
How is this a
He's-
clue?
He is. This is like a train or something, or like a
It's some sort of
mechanical spider.
mechanical spider thing. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you know this one. This time, go with the
I'm
chest.
thinking
then.
I'm gonna go with the clock. It's the only mechanical thing
So
here.
you wanna go with the clock?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the only thing that makes sense, right?
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. So what
Okay.
should I do now? I should
So
cook
you are like with the pan. Go with the pan.
the pan.
Yeah.
What do you think, Pedro?
You see
Yeah,
this
food,
stars.
food is the only thing that would make sense here.
Yeah, not as, like statues don't make sense to me.
What is that?
Chest doesn't really make.
Yeah.
If it's not this one, I think it's the clock. And I'm gonna go with. You're right.
And I guess I.
So do you want to
Yeah.
judge me? Right or wrong?
Yeah, if I don't lose any points, why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can I use the other two ones? Shit.
Ready? Yes, already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so, alright, Pedro.
Yes.
Yeah.
So purple. The purple has 2.
And you guys each get
Ooh.
one spot.
I'm on 9. It's kind of hard to see.
And for me,
And Paul.
I thought we cook lemons.
But why'd y'all said no on me?
I know, because I
Just
didn't
because
have
we don't lose
anything
anything.
else.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have done that. I feel like we should lose
That's
points if we're
yours.
wrong. Like, if we
Okay.
guess wrong.
So
Okay, so now I'm not the ghost, I'm Ricardo. Now that we've pretty much finished the 3/4 of the game, now there's gonna be one story and one story only that's the correct one. Okay, so go ahead and put your cards in front of you. Make sure everybody could see them. Flip your token for your paranormal investigator, so everybody sees your story number.
like I'm 4.
I'm one.
I'm E. I'm just kidding. I'm 3.
All right, and we're gonna take a small break while I figure out my cards, and we're gonna start the second part of this game.
You survived.
Okay, guys, so these are my cards now. I'm gonna choose the 3 cards that I need for your story, the correct story.
What kind of place do you think this is? Like a dining room?
Yeah.
It's a dining room. Let's do this. Library where people just get bored and die.
It's just an
Library,
experimental
it's
spot,
like
like
a-
a scientific room,
Like
or
a
science
doctor's office
laboratory or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
a scientist. Okay. And that one is a kitchen.
Get some of that meat, beat it with the hammer, and fry it up.
The meat of the person that was murdered.
Okay, guys, the ghost ready. The ghost is ready. Ooh. Okay. Gonna shuffle these. I will choose which one you guys get to see. Now, I'll remind you, Pedro and Diana will get to see 2 cards before they cast their vote. You could talk between each other, but when you cast your vote, it's secret. Do not tell anyone what you're voting for. Now, you're only using 1, 3, and 4. Those are the stories that we have. 1, 3, and 4. 1 is Diana's, 3 is Pedro's, Paul is 4. So here's the first card. There we go.
That's for the person. Right?
No, it
No?
could be anything. That's why I shuffle.
Gotcha.
What the heck? I think I'll put like hunter. It seems like got some eyes in the woods and maybe some things to catch him.
Oh, there's some
Okay,
weapons
here's the
on
second
top.
card.
Yeah.
Second card.
What the heck?
So we have like sand. It's going through the like a timer.
Hmm.
So maybe that's time. That could be this one.
It could be, yeah.
That doesn't align with this guy.
Just anything, I would go with the clock, yeah. For that one.
My second guess would be this room. I don't know. I don't have a good reason for that.
No, there is no reason for that one.
A little similar.
That one is just throwing me off. Maybe. What is this? Like those, like the safety cones? What is this?
So something happened. Yeah.
There's no time.
I'll go
There's
with
no
that.
timer on this one.
When I get exciting, it's
Oh, yeah.
Someone behind the cameras got too excited.
Decorate it.
There's no, you know,
Yeah, it's
talking
back
among
closer to
yourselves that
Kind of makes a little bit of sense.
But- Pedro and Diana need to vote on the envelope at this point. So remember, one of those cards is for one of each one of those stories. So one of those cards could be either the person, or it could be
Why
the
do we
place,
get
or
to
it could
vote?
be
So there's gonna be 2 votes.
no, only one vote. You're voting for one. These two cards,
Ooh.
I
What do you
chose
think? So you were
fitting one
crossing it
story.
off.
One story. Only one story.
Only one. You see,
I
so we
like
were
this.
crossing it.
No. That's why I told you, not
Okay.
I'm
making
just picking up details from those two, and so I didn't know which one. But now I'm feeling this one.
Yeah.
So this almost feels like death to me. You got the eyes. There's a skeleton here. So maybe that's the connection. And
Okay.
that would align with the time.
My vote is there.
Why do we have to vote and he doesn't?
I made it further on here, so I'll get an extra card.
only one vote, okay?
Just for yourself, I see.
One vote. One vote, right? One token? One token? No, we're not gonna see them just yet. Paul gets to see the last card, the last clue before he votes.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
I messed up. Never mind, I didn't. Luckily, I didn't. Thank goodness. Can we help him?
What?
Can we help Paul?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you're all working together.
I don't feel like it's this one at all. I think it's one of these two.
This
Trying to
guy
figure out-
seems like he can fix things. Maybe he did the bike.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That
And then
got
he
some
felt that
inventions.
this is his dead body right here. Because he's flying on that bicycle.
All right. So could it be one?
Wait, is that the guy too?
That one looks more like
That
this
looks-
one.
He's got a beard.
Let's sort of see.
It's really hard to see.
They all do.
Yeah. The poses are
But
huge.
it's younger, so they
So,
say not that one.
Why could it not be number one? What makes us think it's not number one?
When I thought this was related to him, but the others, the clock, it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, this almost seems like it has some danger to it. Okay.
Yeah, the other two don't make a lot of sense on this one. What about this?
That one I don't feel it at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one guess.
Okay,
Well, guess the same.
here we go. So this is how it's gonna work right now. I'll take this up for a second. So majority of these votes will be the one that's chosen by everybody, and then I'll reveal what's the right one. Okay. This is the correct story. Oops. That's the right story.
Which one's right?
Well, you don't know yet.
Oh, I thought it was closer to mine, so I was like, it might be this. Okay.
Here we go. We're gonna get first vote is for drum roll please.
Go on. Ooh.
Story number 3. First one. Second
Let's be honest.
is for story number 3.
No, we're both the same, right?
Oh, it's the colors.
Last story is
That's
for
different.
story number 3. So it's unanimous.
Surprise, 3-3.
Every paranormal investigator thought it was story number 3, and the person who killed me is
Yeah.
got it.
Good job, team.
For a second, I'm like, oh, stop it, because you were saying something about why don't we take it story number 1. I'm like, no, it's not number 1.
Building confidence that it's gotta be 3.
So yeah, okay, so before we finish up the video, what do you guys think what's that? Where does that fit in the story?
I think it's
That was tough.
I don't know. That one was.
The only thing I could think of is that this guy seems to have some
This one was definitely
Yeah.
like the
tools to
That's
be able
exactly
to
it.
kill things.
That's exactly it. Like,
What?
so the first one is I felt like the guy in the bike kind of looked like the guy there right there.
Yeah.
He kind of has the same hat and the
Yeah, that's
beard.
true.
Here, let me show that real fast to the camera. So here. So I felt like they were kind of close, right? I mean, not exactly,
You
but
cannot go by their
Similar.
noses, though. They all have like huge noses.
I know, but
Hard.
this one, I don't know. I just felt like it fit.
Beards, they all have beards.
Then this one,
doesn't have, okay.
this one was
bigger.
like he's pointing out on the table, death. It represented death. Like I said, the axes and the evil lurking eyes. So I just felt like the skeleton. I'm like, okay, maybe that. And then that was just time. That was just
Yeah.
straight out time.
Yeah.
We're like,
that was
yeah.
the easiest clue, yeah. Man.
Woo! We did it.
Yay.
What do you guys think of this game?
Okay, so hold on. So
Interesting.
I guess winning is decided by majority, like I guess. Like
Yeah, so
who exactly wins here? Is it like
we all won.
us?
We all won.
Okay.
I'm the ghost trying to figure out what happened to me, dude.
Okay.
So we all won. But let's say that
So,
It would've-
basically, we win if we
we get the right.
find the right one.
Yeah,
I guess.
if-
Based
let's-
on majority.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
say that
okay, I
Paul
got
had voted one
Okay.
because he was thinking like maybe 1 or something. It's still majority was 3.
Yeah.
And then I chose 3 based on the cards that I had. So I knew that. I forgot to put the token over here at the beginning, but on the camera I showed that I was picking the cards based on that story. So, it's on the camera. But I was supposed to put that token before that. So it's sealed. It's done. That was the story I picked. But yeah, that's why it's hard. Like, it's hard to play the ghosts, period. Because sometimes, like, you got 14 cards total from me because I'm like, they don't work at all. It didn't work anywhere.
That was
So I was just
confusing.
piecing those. I was just passing those, but like I needed more cards. But right now at the end, it's even harder because I have to make one card fit exactly one card, not something that could be represented by maybe some of the other cards or might guide you somewhere else. So I'm like, oh. So that's why it's better when you guys get higher up in the levels before you vote, before you cast your vote, because you get to see all 3 cards before you decide. So sometimes when we play this game in the past and some people can only see 1 card before they vote, it messes up the game because they see 1 card and they totally think it's like, oh, this is that pantry room with the meat. Oh yeah, this is it. And like 3 people vote for that because they only see the other one. And then the next card they see totally something like, that's the freaking bird trap or something. It's like, oh, that cannot be it. And it messes up the whole game because now majority voted for only seeing 1 card,
It can happen with us really easily because they were voting after 2 cards.
Yep.
So whatever they're voting for, if they agree, mine's not going to count.
Yeah. I was kind of like, I was thinking we were going to win because when I saw at least 2, everybody had at least 2 cards. I was like, that's good. And we're only playing with 3 paranormal investigators and the ghost, so that's less people. So I felt like it was gonna work out.
But what happened if, because we're three people, we each voted for a different
Different
one?
one.
What
I
would have
know.
happened if-
I'm not sure. I would need to check that on the rules.
you
But
get
use
vote?
my
I'm
own.
thinking Paul
Not a
decide-
vote.
I'm thinking in that case, whomever had the majority of cards would decide. But
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's a tiebreaker like that. It has never happened so far.
So what happened? This guy
Yeah.
came into
so
the
that-
room, and then you were here like studying your stuff, and he was
Yeah.
super angry, and he just decided to throw this on your head, causing like a severe concussion, and
Yeah.
you just.
That's exactly what
That's
happened.
exactly
Now
what
that you
happened.
pointed
Now
out
you
that way,
remember?
I remember. Yep. That's exactly what
Now you
happened.
remember.
Yep.
Okay.
I just went like,
which tool did he use? All of them? Or
No,
like
no, no.
I'm
the
smiling
nail,
on the
or-
door.
No, this one.
Did he
Use
take
this.
out a few of your teeth first before he killed you with the nail?
Hey.
Yeah.
No, he killed him with this. This is
Yeah,
But he
that's
could have
the-
experimented with him first, you know?
No.
And thank you.
I don't think I like that story.
I mean, he definitely like experimenting. Like,
Well, he was
doing-
probably preparing something.
No,
and-
he pulled him on pieces, and then he just analyzed every like human sample.
Okay, this is getting too long now. So, anyways, you guys like the game?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more difficult than Clue.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure. one last timer.
No, do the crow. The crow.
Alright. One last go. Okay, yeah, you're never controlling the cameras again. Well, well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Please let us know how we're doing. I think they are becoming board gamers. This is their second time. They're like the 4th or 5th time already here, so we're having fun.
We need more gamers.
Yeah.
Come and join us.
All right. Subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.